Hey, I made it. Second time's a charm. Took me 7 tries the other day to go live, people. While we're doing that, we are going to go live on Facebook. Faith without works is dead. The real John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. right here live on Facebook. Please share. Justice for All 25. Thank you so much for joining. King Arthur, hello. Carrie, hello, good morning. I tried to go live on YouTube and it made me, I don't know, people are probably going to be waiting on that one, but it said try again. I type in a big long description and then I try to go live and they don't want me to use that description because there's too much truth in it, I guess. Thank you so much. I was on Marketplace the other day and they had a 6-foot tall 3-tier water fountain for $75. People didn't want to move it. So I got a friend from the church and we went over and picked it up, brought it back here, set it up and painted it, and it is right in the front yard. So now when people come visit, I can say, yeah, it's the house with the great big white water fountain and Old Glory flying right in the front yard. Grand Rising, good morning. Good morning to you. Hello, Kathy. Good morning, Susan, Ray. It's all about truth, people. It's all about truth. Look at me, I'm all messed up today. I got my Mr. T change. Right is left, left is right. Kathy sent me a link to left-handed. I was always left-handed as a kid. If you notice any of the videos and stuff, I'm always, like even in the movies, I was washing the car with my left hand, and she sent me a nice little clip on YouTube to check out. But yeah, they kept slapping after I got with the Quigleys. They kept slapping my left hand and wanted me to be right-handed, basically ambidextrous or whatever you want to call it. Please share my live video. Let's get some people on here. I the truth hurts. It really does, because I should actually have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and followers, but they don't want the story out. Maybe it's because I ramble on the same thing over and over again. I feel like a book salesman, but my books are so full of the truth that people need to get some truth. Stolen identity. I took the link down to Amazon that was pinned on my Facebook page. And I took pictures of all the reviews that had books in them, and I shared those on Facebook. But you can search Stolen Identity, Unveiling the Real John Kennedy Jr. on Amazon, and just please read the reviews from people that have actually read this, not people that have been paid to put an Amazon comment or anything like that. I wish we could afford paying for advertisement, but we can't. So yeah, read the reviews, and then you'll see the negative. You'll see the people that just bought the book, probably never even wrote it, just to leave a negative comment. That's what they do. The cabal is so full of hate and deception and greed. It's crazy. I've lived with it my whole life. But yeah, Stolen Identity on Amazon. This one just came out a few weeks ago. We're probably going on 3-4 weeks now. But this is a historian's tale, the amazing return of me, of President Kennedy's son. Got my ugly mug on there, wearing my cowboy hat. Mary Maxwell took that picture of me, and she helped me write this book to get some more truth out, which is very, very, very cool. I was mentioning that I'm manifesting for a church. I'm believing that we're going to have a church, and it's going to be office for me to, so I don't have to sit in this little trailer. We can web stream 24/7 a day in this church. This is just a vision. This is just a dream that I'm having. My Aunt Opal May Edwards, before they unalived her, said I was going to be a preacher someday. And, I was just a young pot smoking, motorbike riding kid. And I was like, that ain't never going to happen. But she was like, you're going to be a preacher someday. And a lot of crazy things in my life happened. And one of those was I never saw Opal May again after that. But somebody, heard that video of me saying I'm manifesting for a church. And they came back, the John F. Kennedy Jr. Healing Center. And I love it. That's going to be the name of it. The John F. Kennedy Jr. Healing Center. But here's the thing. We're not going to rely on God. Straight up. There's too many people that rely on God to do everything for them. We're going to do it ourselves. We're going to work hard. And we're going to give God a break because we're going to do the work. And faith without works is dead. I went to church a lot when I was young, many different churches. I was baptized when I was like a week old, 2 weeks old or something like that. Jackie and my father took me to the Catholic Church and I was baptized. I never spent time in the Catholic Church after that. It was always in Presbyterian, Baptist, and so many other things where the evil cabal could hide out and just make it look good, take me to church so they wouldn't know that they were kidnappers and cabal members that did bad things to children, kidnapping, child trafficking. And that's what I want my church. Somebody told me the other day, John, I want you, this is what this person said, I want you to be a figure, a spokesman for child trafficking. And who better a spokesman of somebody like me that was child trafficked, kidnapped, beaten, and tortured. I was screwed up, people. I really was. I was kidnapped. I was put with another family, and I was taken by my handlers to do evil deeds with the cabal over and over and over and over and over again. I was put in a cage. I was beaten down. I watched my mother killed. I watched my sister killed. I watched my mother raped, my sister raped by people in Hollywood. You get these people, and, I was thinking, I got so many thoughts going through my head, but what they do, even as a child, if you all remember the Hearst family, if you all remember Patty Hearst and the bank robberies that went on and those kinds of things that happened, I remember being put with family after family. I was tossed around the cabal, the families. I don't know why. Some of it was teaching, but some of them were very cruel with children. One family had a basement, straight up. And what they do, I was at a very, very young age, 4 or 5 years old, I was raped. And I actually got beat up for getting blood on a man's genitals, for Christ's sake. I was smacked around, told I couldn't tell. So when I got picked up the next day after being raped, I was like, my butt hurts. And they were like, that's just how the cabal work. Well, we need to smash the cabal because these powerful families do that with children. They kidnap children. They use children. They break them in. They condition them through torture, through sex acts. And we need to expose what they do straight up. So I would be a wonderful spokesman. I would love to have a church and expose these people. But like I said, we're not going to rely on God. God will be our backup for sure. But we need to do the works ourselves. We need to sit there. We need to write letters. We need to send out books. And like I said, we can have people. I know many people that love God, love Jesus, and would love probably to come to my church and preach. We'll have it shared to the whole world. We could even put it on King Smarty TV 24/7. He gave a big thumbs up to that. So there's so many great things we could do, but helping the children, getting the truth out. There's still so many haters out there, people that won't, that, You know, the internet is freaking crazy because people, they'll say, I got a comment. That's not John Kennedy Jr. This isn't John Kennedy Jr. That's John Kennedy Jr. Well, hello. Like I said, this is John Kennedy Jr., but I was kidnapped and replaced at 9 or 10 years old. I was 9 or 10 years old. I don't remember exactly how, but it was 9 or 10 years old. I was kidnapped. What happened? The cabal took over. They placed this young man in my place. We were the same age. But they had a murder rap on him, so they used him his entire freaking life. Yeah, I felt sorry for him. I did. Until he put a hit on me and wanted the real John Kennedy Jr. gone so he could keep spreading the cabal's lies and he could be rich. He didn't want the world to know, hey, I stole that man's identity. So, yeah, he was an adult when he did that. Hey, Brother Henry, great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And try not to work so hard, brother. Henry is a hard-working man. Grand rising, y'all. Thank you so much for your comments. So, yeah, I'm manifesting for a church, and we could do great things. First of all, we can expose all the people within our fake government as being cabal members. Straight up, they are. It does not matter if their name is Biden, and it does not matter if their name is Trump. They are puppets for the regime, puppets for the underworld. Hello? All these Trumpers, they keep, coming after me like I'm the bad guy. Hey, I'm exposing these motherfuckers for the highest crimes in the whole world. Yeah, everybody praises Trump because it's what they want to hear. It's what they want you to hear. They've infiltrated everything. My father was killed, executed by this crime ring. Here's the JFK files right here, people. Monday morning. This is the JFK files. What was going on? Why was my father unalived? Well, they came after my father. I don't care if you think it was the CIA. I don't care if you think the driver blew his brains out or the man on the freaking hill over the wall, in the sewer, in the drain. It doesn't matter who unalived my father. The thing is, he was unalived. That's the main thing right there. Now, what was that? That was organized crime. That was the head of the cabal saying, we're taking over the United States of America. These evildoers, these satanic people that are organized, and they're so very organized, were taking over the United States of America, and they were showing how powerful they were. So they unalived my father. What did they do? They put my mother in place with Aristotle Onassis, another billionaire. Hello? You getting the story? They started spreading their bloodlines in power within our government through lies and deception. They were taking over the secret society of organized crime. The cabal was taking over after my father's execution. They unalived my mother. They unalived my sister. They unalived my aunts and my cousins. They started stealing all these millions and millions and millions of dollars. They started unaliving people like Donald Trump. How do they do that? They use identity theft. They use the CIA's MK Ultra mind control program. They use drugs. They use strong arm tactics. What they use is the most powerful. It's the power. It's a big prize. These people in our government are the best at what they do, and that's deception, deceiving you. They have the power. They bought out all our media. It's all bought and paid for. Now it's the brainwashing of us. It really is. It was the takeover of the United States. It's been going on. That's the JFK files right there in short. It's the takeover of the United States. You know, it's really sad when I see these Trumpers waving their flag for the cabal. They've brainwashed their people, and I don't think there's that many supporters of Donald Trump. I saw a video of him humiliating Zelensky. It was a big movie show. They were on camera. They were humiliating a president of another country, a country that had been invaded. Now, are they pissed off because their former administration, Biden, was sending them billions of dollars that they were probably distributing to the other organized crime members? Sure. But they were disrespecting the man for not even wearing a suit. They were coming all unglued. You know, I always said these people in these suits in our government are sharks in a fucking suit. So what did they do? They were sitting there. You come in here wearing your fucking Nikes. You were wearing a t-shirt. Hello? The man can wear whatever the fuck he wants to wear. He's a president of his country. The people of his country support him. Who is the president and his cabinet sitting there humiliating that man? They invite him to the White House and then they humiliate him on TV. They're fucking arrogant. You can see it. If you're not awake, maybe you don't see all the arrogance of Donald Trump telling him 10 times on national TV, you should be appreciative of us, motherfucker. And him saying Biden was an idiot. You don't belittle your former president like he's doing. You don't belittle someone for how they dress. You think these other rulers in these countries that just wear white and a turban, you think Donald Trump's going to say, why ain't you fucking wearing a suit, motherfucker? We invited you here. You should be putting on a fucking suit. Hello? Suits are a fashion. And I think these people in freaking suits are stuffed sharks put in front of you to deceive and steal from you, straight up. And they're arrogant. They are fucking arrogant beyond belief. I can't watch 5 minutes of Donald Trump thinking he is a shark in a fucking suit and he is fucking arrogant beyond belief. I'm sorry. If you don't see the arrogance, if you don't see it, you're freaking blind and asleep. If you think he's doing anything for you to help you, you're still blind and asleep. It's the same cabal, people. And these people are freaking arrogant. They'll put it right in front of you. Right in front. They advertise their evil deeds and people don't catch it. So this is a wake up, people, to the truth. This is a wake up to what I have learned as the son of a president, what I have learned over and over and over again of their dirty deeds and their hams. And then they get up and all they do, they don't try to love each other and build each other up. Hello, I hope you know, I can't be the only one that gets sick to my fucking stomach watching Donald Trump talk his shit to other people. It makes me sick to my freaking stomach because I know what's going on. I'm awake. I'm so awake. And these Trumpers, think before you speak. The internet has gotten big for people that just, you're not John Kennedy. Well, hello. Have you even done any research before you type that out? Have you even heard my story? Have you gone to my YouTube channel? So anyway, I'm manifesting for a freaking church. It's going to happen. I've been working really hard all year on this house. And it's just an old rundown trailer house from 1961. But we've been building up the yard. And if I freaking have to, I will sell every fucking thing I own. I will sell everything to get a church, to help the missing kids, to help the children, to help all the victims of these cabal members, all the victims of Donald Trump, all the victims of Epstein. And they were best friends, people. Hello? All the people that went to Epstein Island, all of them. They are all the fucking cabal, straight up, all the Hollywood actors. And how do I know this? I was a Hollywood actor myself. I don't know if I shared this story or not, but I'm going to share it because it's time people fucking woke up about how evil Hollywood is. When I was real young and I was in Hollywood, my sister Caroline was raped. There was 3 guys that gang raped her on a Hollywood set. Now, who was one of those guys? John fucking Travolta was one of those guys. Straight up. Raped my sister. My sister had just been raped, so she was all pissed off, but she was afraid for her life. So when I stuck up to those 3 guys, they kicked my ass. They beat me up good. And it was right there at the top. John Travolta. That's right. I met so many people. They were trying to build me up. And that's the things I saw. And another thing I saw, John Travolta's son. Think about it. Think about him wanting, the type of person he is, wanting to expand his career and make millions. Make millions. Was his son a hindrance to him? Was it? Think about it hard, people, because I know a lot of the truths, and they're huge. They are huge. Think about Sean Hannity on Fox News, my schoolmate. You think he knows the story that John Kennedy Jr. was kidnapped and replaced by the John the whole world knew? This man? We're talking one of the head men in Fox News. The media knows the truth, and they keep hindering the truth. They keep supporting people like Donald Trump. Why? Because they're in it for the millions and millions of fucking dollars. Just Google, see how much money Sean Hannity of Fox News makes. If you make that kind of money, you're the cabal. Think about all the money John Travolta makes. Think about it. It's all about money to them. All you got to do is follow the money trail. That's all you got to do. How much money does John Travolta make? Millions and millions, people. Those are the members of the fucking cabal. They are. Denzel Washington. All of these people have their little cabal crews to do their evil deeds so they can keep making their money. Epstein frickin' Island. Hello. There's video and pictures after pictures of Donald Trump with Epstein. I can't sugarcoat the shit, people. And then you'll get comments. Oh, that's photoshopped. Or he never. No, it's a billionaire crime ring at the top to fuck us all. You and me. They're in it for the money and they don't care who they screw around. And they're members of the same cabal. And what do these people do? You wonder all the millions of kids, where they go missing? Where they go missing? You think these members of the cabal get these children, make new names for them, new birth certificates? That's what they did with me. I don't even exist except on a forged piece of paper. My real identity is John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. That's my real birth certificate, but they forced me, people within the cabal, forced me to be David Quigley. Truth hurts sometimes, people, but it's time we all woke up that there is no saviors within our government except ourselves. It's all about us. We can say, I get so many comments, and I don't like talking religion and pissing people off and all that. But so many people say, I'm just leaving it up to God. God will handle it. Yeah, well, remember, faith without works is dead. If we don't do anything, God's not going to give a shit about us. Really. That's the way it works. So, the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Healing Center. That's a junior in there. Healing Center. I loved it when she sent me that message. And we're going to rely on each other. And we're going to help each other. All the victims that come to us, we're going to help them. We are. We're going to get the news out. There's plenty of people that are willing to come to church and volunteer, even if it's just to write a letter to a Congress, our Senate, to lawyers, people that can make a change and start helping the victims and the children. Because they won't. They make the systems in place. that they say they're going to help the children, or this family doesn't have the money, and this we need to start holding our freaking government accountable for all the fucking homeless. They say it's a crime to be homeless. Well, I say it's a crime for our government to allow any fucking American, any of them, to be homeless, because our country is the most powerful country in the world, and we're sending so much money overseas, and we need to concentrate right here and now, and we can do it. Let's make a change. Let's do it. And once again, thank you for your prayers and your shares. Yeah, I talk to God all the time, so don't get me wrong on what I'm saying. But I'm not going to sit here and say God will handle it, because you know what? If I say that, I'm going to go freaking hungry. I am. Can't rely on God for everything. We got to, even it says when two people believe. How many people on here believe right now that we are going to start a church for we the people, the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. Healing Center, and we can be spokesmen for child trafficking, the hungry, the good at heart that have been manipulated by these billionaires and tortured? Oh, and I start talking. I don't have no scripts or anything, so I start talking. But earlier I was talking about Hearst Castle in California. When I was young, that was a place where people went. Anyway, I was put with all kinds of different families. One of the families actually had a torture chamber to torture children, to get them to turn, to become a member. It's all through sex act, torture, brainwashing. But they had racks. It was a rack where they put you in it and tie your feet and your arms, and they keep cranking it until you're in so much freaking pain you can't handle it, and you're screaming, and it won't stop. That's the kind of shit the cabal do to children, people. And I'm a personal eyewitness to that, because I was put in that freaking rack. There's so many things that they did to me to fuck my head up, but my head's nice and clear after all what they did, and I'm speaking out. And I hope you share my story, my truthful story of what they did to a president's son and how they took over the United States of America. It's huge. I have a website, people, the real John F. Kennedy JR.com. That's the real John F. Kennedy JR.com. There's a link on that website to this book. You can go on there, click on the link, and read the reviews, what real Americans are saying about this book. The beautiful, beautiful Mary Maxwell, 70, almost 78 years old now. Help me write this. There's a link on my website, the real John F. Kennedy Jr., to this book. It's on Lulu. It just came on. Huge achievement. Why is it such a huge achievement? Because they never wanted you to know this story. And they taught me since I was a little kid to be a soldier, to be a warrior, because some of the freaking Kennedys wanted me to help and help the people. We the people, God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining my live. Please share my live. Let's get the truth out. Manifest this church. I'm believing hard in this church. And when, 2 or 3 people agree, God will make it happen. So let's all agree, but let's make it happen ourselves. Peace out, people. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Start of a new week. I say we're going to bust the bubble, bust the glass ceiling, and get the truth out. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. is alive, and what they did to him. God bless you all. Thank you, Lions, so very much. It's so wonderful to see all your videos being shared. Once again, they took TikTok down on my other account. They took Robin's TikTok account down. I have 0 TikTok accounts right now, so all the other ones are fake. I only have one Facebook account. That's David Quigley. All the other ones are fake, people. There's so many members of the cabal trying to steal my identity even to this freaking day. And this right here is my only YouTube channel, my only one. They're not going to win. They're not. We are going to win with the power of God and voice and helping each other and loving each other. All love, people. God bless. Peace. God bless, Facebook. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep sharing. God bless you.